Hello students. In today's lecture, I will discuss about iterative statements. Iterative statements, also known as loops. I will study today what are loops, what are its various types, and what are its various applications. Many times we require that a group of instructions are to be executed until some logical conditions are satisfied. It is known as looping. In some situations, the number of repetition is known in advance. Uh, uh, Situations are also arise, however, in which the required number of repetition are not known. The execution of statements is repeated until the logical conditions become true. A loop in a program essentially consists of basically two parts. One is called the body of the loop, and the second is known as the control statements. The control statements perform a logical test whose result is either a true or false. If the result of this logical test is true, then the statements contained in the body of the loop are executed. Otherwise, loop is terminated. The control statements can be the control statements can be placed either before or after the body of the loop. If the control statement is placed before the body of the loop, it is called the entry control loop. If the control statement is written after the body of the loop, it is called the exit control loop. C support both types of looping statements. Generally, a loop has three parts that have different purposes. The first one is initialization expression, which is declared before entering into the loop. The initialization is executed only once in the beginning of the loop. Secondly, the test expression is an expression whose truth value describe whether the loop body will be executed or not. If it is true, then only loop will be executed, otherwise the loop is terminated. Third is the update expression, which changes the value of the control variables, and the last part of the body of loop, which contains the statements that are executed repeatedly. C programming supports basically three types of loops, that is the while loop, the do while loop, and the for loop. The while loop in C starts with the reserved word while, followed by a relational expression in parentheses. This is followed by a single statement or a block of statement enclosed in braces to define the beginning and the end of the block. While loops always has the expression and one or more than commands associated with it. Till the time expression evaluates to true, commands associated with it get executed repeatedly. In this flowchart, you can see the flowchart of while loop. The first, it will check the condition. Then, if condition is true, then it will execute the body of while loop. Otherwise, in case of the condition is false, then it will end the loop. There are some points which need to be considered during the declaration of loop. The expression should be so framed that its value should be changed in each iteration of loop. If the expression is L framed and its value doesn't change within the loop, loop will never terminate. The loops which do not terminate are called infinite loop. As a general rule of programming, infinite loops have to be avoided at any cost. Initially, if the expression is found false, loop will not execute even once. In the slide, you can see the syntax of while loop. It is most straightforward looping structure. Basic format is shown in the slide. First statement is while, then condition written in the parenthesis, and the first opening brace, curly brace, is the starting of the while loop. Then you have to write various statements, executable statements, and you have to close the brace. So in case of while loop, first it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute the body of the loop. The while loop is used when we are not certain that the loop will be executed. After checking whether the initial condition is true or false and finding it to be true, only then the while loop will enter into the loop operation. This is used to execute a set of statements repeatedly as long as the specified condition is true. You can see the syntax which is written in the slide. Now, with the help of an example, I want to explain you how it works. In this program, I have written here a very simple program. You can see in the slide. There is a variable which is integer type, that is num, and value initialized to num is 1. Then while is a reserved word, it is written, and in the parenthesis there is a written condition is written, num is less than or equals to 10. Then opening brace means start of the body of while loop, and printf statements is used to print the value of num. %d is a specifier, format specifier. It means the numeric value, the variable num contains the value which is type of integer. Here num plus plus incrementing operator here use, increment operator. So 1 by 1 it will increase. When you execute this program, first it will initialize the value num 1 to num. Now it will check the condition. If num is less than or equals to 10, then it will print the value of num. Now here the condition is true because the value which is assigned to num variable is 1. So condition is num is less than or equal to 10. Condition is true. Now it will print the value of num, that is 1. It will print num. Then it will increment the value num plus plus. Now the value of num will be 2. Then again it will check the condition. Condition also true because of num equals to 2. So it will print the value of num. Like this it will repeatedly execute print the value of num until the condition is false. So last statement is written 0 just to suppress the warning message, because I have taken the main function here as a int main. So this is the working of while loop. Now you can see the output of the program. When you execute this program, it will display the output like this. Here there is operator /n used, that is new line operator. So with the help of new line operator, we can print the output like this. 1, the line change, 2, 3, 4, like this. Now I will discuss about do while loop. The do while loop is used to execute a set of statement repeatedly until the logical test result is false. This is called the post test loop because the test for repetition is made at the end of each pass. The do while loop is another repetitive loop used in C program. Whenever one is certain about a test condition, then the do while loop can be used. As it enters into the loop at least once and then checks whether the given condition is true or false. As long as the test condition is true, the loop operations or the statements will be repeated again and again. With the help of flowchart, I want to show you the operations performed by do while loop. In case of while loop, as we discussed previously. First, in case of while loop, it will check the condition, but in case of do while loop, first it will execute the body of the loop. Means at least once the do while loop will execute it. Now here, first it will execute the body, then it will check the condition. Here it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will again execute the body of loop. It will repeatedly execute again and again until the condition is false. If the condition is false, then it will execute from while loop. Do while loop is similar to the while loop, except that the condition is always executed after the body of a loop. It is also called an exit control loop. The basic format or syntax you can see in the slide. First you have to write here do. D must be small. There is a spelling just typing mistake. So D should be small. Do, then you should start open brace, then write executable codes, various statements, then close the brace, then you have to write while, that is reserved word, and in the place of expression you have to enter the condition. Now with the help of example, how do while loop work, I explain you. You can see the program here. There are two header files. Then main function starts. There is a one variable num, also assigned value 1, which is integer type. Then it will start do loop. Here do is a keyword, reserved word. You cannot use this reserved word as a variable or function name. Then it will start open curly brace. First it will print the value, that is 2 into num. Here value of num is equals to 1. Then it will print 2 into 1. Then num variable will increment by one value, 1 by 1. Then it will check the condition. If num is less than or equals to 10, because num plus plus, then num will be num become 2, then condition is also correct. Then it will again execute the body of do. Then again increment the value of num. Now it will be 3. Then condition is true. Then again will execute the body of loop. Like this it will repeatedly execute until the condition is false. Now you can see the output here. In case of output, it will print first 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 up to 20. So do while and while loop I have discussed here, and the main difference in the while and do while, in case of while it will first check the condition, but in case of do while loop, first it will execute body of loop, then it will check the condition. There are some points should be remembered while using the do while loop. It is executed at least once. It is executed till the condition remains true and the control comes out of the loop when the condition becomes false. There must be some loops terminating conditions inside the body of the loop to avoid infinite looping. The compiler executes all the statements in a while loop when the value condition when the while condition is true. When the condition is not true, the compiler exits the loop. In case the condition is not true, when the compiler encounters the while loop for the first time, it may not enter the loop even once. However, the statements in a do while loop will necessarily be executed at least once. The loop condition may be a relational expression containing variables which are defined in a loop itself. But In a while loop, all the variables used for checking the truth of the condition must be initialized before the start of the loop. After the first pass, the statement is repeatedly executed if the condition value is true. Otherwise, the control comes out of the do while and contains with the next executable statements. Now I will discuss about for loop. The while and do while loops are used when the number of iteration is not known. The for loop is used when the number of iteration is known in advance. The for loop is the simplest and most commonly used loop in C. This loop consists of basically three components. The first expression is used to initialize the index value. The second is used to check whether or not the loop is to be continued again. And the third is to change the index value for further alteration. The for loop in C is more powerful when compared to other loops. In addition to testing the truth of the condition, it can initialize a set of variables and give increment to them at the end of the loop. You can see the flow chart. With the help of flow chart, I just clear the working of for loop. You can see the first statement written as a initialization expression. The first, it will initialize the value, then it will test the expression. In case of the condition is true, then for loop body will execute, then it will update the expressions. And further, if the condition is false, then it will exit the loop. So in this case, there are three constructs. First is initialization, next one is condition, and third one is updation. Here you can see the syntax in the slide. In this case, for is a reserved word, and the first statement is initialization, second one is condition, and third one is updation. All the three components are separated by semicolon, and then opening brace indicate the start of the for loop. Here in place of statements, it is also known as body of loop. Whatever statements you will write here, then it will execute, and in case of condition is false, it will jump to other statement, otherwise terminate the loop. Here expression 1 is an assignment expression which initialize loop index. I already told you. Condition which decides either to re-enter or exit from the loop, and updation means incrementation or decrementation. After each operation, it will terminate, oh sorry, it will increment or it will decrement. The index value of the loop is incremented or decremented in step depending upon the application, and all the three expressions are not necessarily used. If any of these are left out, in such a case, a suitable arrangement will be made within the body of the loop. Here, once again, I want to explain you. The initialization expression is executed only once when the loop first starts. It provides a loop variable and initial value. And next one is that is condition, means it also known as test expression. It involves a relational operator. It is executed every time through the loop before the body of the loop is executed. If the test expression is true, the body of the loop is executed, and if false condition is false, the control comes out of the loop. And last one, that is updation. I already explained you, that is increment and decrement. It is always executed at the end of the loop after the body of the loop. Now with the help of example, I explain you how it works. You can see here there is a variable num. There is no value assigned to num at the moment. Now for loop statement is written. For is a reserved word, I already told you. And in parenthesis, the first statement which is written, that is num equals to 1. It means the value 1 assigned to variable num. It is also known as assignment. Means value 1 assigned to a variable num which is integer type. Next statement after semicolon, that is it is written condition. It is also known as test expression. Here then check the condition. In this case the condition is true because the variable num is equals to 1 and condition is num is less than or equal to 10, then condition is true. Now if the condition is true, then it will go to body of loop. Means the statement written printf %d, that is format specifier, and variable, the value to be printed the variable of num. Here it will print the value of num, then it will increment. So here the operations of for loop uh, properly you must conceptualize, because here you have to learn the order. You have to remember the order, in which order for loop works. So here first step is initialization. Second step is it will check the condition. Third step is it will execute the body in case of condition is true. And the last step is the updation, that is num plus plus. The first step is num equals to 1. Then compiler will check the condition num less than equal to 10. Then third step is it print the value of num with the help of printf statement. Then fourth step, in fourth step it will increment the value of num. Now it will num plus plus, that is it will increase the value 1. Now num equals to 2. Again it will check the condition. Condition is true because num is 2 and num less than equals to 10. Again it will print the value, because I have not used here the new line change operator, so it will print output in one line. So you just see here, if you use here /n, so it will print in particular column, otherwise row. Here you can see the output in all values in column, means you can see in one row. So for loop is work, for loop working, I told you how it will work. It will first initialize, then check condition, then it will execute the body, then increment, and the last statement is return 0. Return 0 is not necessary here, because I have mentioned void, I have used void reserve word before the main, so not necessarily use here. It is unnecessary. Just to clear the concept, you just type the program in C editor and run the program, compile the program and execute program, so that you can clear the concept of these various loops. So I have discussed here about 3 loops: while loops, do while loop and for loop. And now I think you must have cleared the concept how these loops, basic working of these loops, how they perform work, and further I will discuss in deep. Now here I am just telling you some basic concept, but when we write some more complex program, then we will use these loops and will clear the concept properly. Now I will discuss the jump statements. About jump statement, there are basically three types of jump statements we study in C language. First one is the break statement. uh, I have already discussed the break statements about break statement while discussing the switch statement. It is used to exit from a loop or a switch control by passing to the first statement after the loop on switch. And next statement is continue, and continue is used in place of break, just to skip the operations. And go to statements will also use to jump from one statement to another statement. So further I will discuss all about all these three statements. So now I will discuss first about the break. Here you can see the flow chart of break. It is used to exit from a loop or a switch controlled by passing to the first statement after the loop and a switch. Here in the flow chart you can see, in case of condition is true, then it will break. In case of false, it will continue. Then it is depend upon the user where you have to use break. And I already explain you when I discuss switch case statements. I have used break statement in each case just to break the particular case. With loop, breaks can be used to force an early exit from the loop, or the implement a loop with the test to exit in the middle of the loop body. A break within a loop should always be protected within an if statement, which provides the test to control the exit condition. The break statement abruptly terminates the loop as soon as it gets executed. Program control comes out of the loop and the first statement after the loop gets executed. Here you can see example of break. I have not included here header files. You just include all these header files before going to execute the program. Here I have taken one variable, that is I, which is of integer type. And there is a statement of for loop where I is equals to 1 0, that is initialized by 0, and the condition is I less than or equal to add an increment value by 1, that is I plus plus. Here I have written if I equals to 5, then it will break. Means first I will be 1, then it will be 2, then it will be 3, 4, 5. As it becomes 5, it will break. Otherwise, else it will print all the values. It will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as soon it will become 5, it will break the loop and it jump to the printf done. It will print the message done. So you can see here I have used a break statement just to break the loop as per the conditions given by the user. As I have given the condition here, when I become 5, then break the loop and go to the last statement of the program. Now I will discuss about the continue statements. Continue statements is used to repeat the same operations once again, even if it checks the error. With the help of flow chart, you can see here, first it will test the conditions within loop, within for loop. If it will true, then it will continue. And in case of the condition is false, remaining part of the loop will execute. So the continue statement is used to repeat the same operations once again, even if it checks the error. The general syntax you can see in the example here. I have used here the continue statement. Here, this is the similar to break statement, but is encountered less frequently. It only works within loop where its effect is to force an immediate jump to the loop control statement. In a while loop, jump to the test statements. In do while loop, jump to the test statements. But in a for loop, jump to the test and perform the iteration also. So you can see the use of continue statements with the help of example. Here I is equals to 0, I less than equals to 8. If I equals to 5, then continue. What it means, suppose I equals to 0, then it will print the value 0. It will print the value of I. It will be incremented by 1, then I equals to 1, then also it will print the value of I. 2, 3, 4. As soon as it will become I equals to 5, it will skip the statement, means it never print the value of I. It skip this particular operation. So continue statement is used to skip the particular operations in the loop. And last statement is go to statement. The go to statement is used to alter the program execution sequence by transferring the control to some part of the program. The general syntax, I will discuss about the general syntax further. First you see the flowchart. In flowchart, uh, it is written here label 1, label 2, label 3 followed by colon symbol. So previously in the previous video I explain you switch case statement where each case are followed by a particular colon symbol that is label, that are label. So to implement go to statement we have required label, and the symbol of label is colon. So in case of execution of statements, it will execute first statement, then second statement, and whenever it will uh, 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 go to statement comes into the picture, it will jump to the statements accordingly. Here very simple example is given of go to statement. You can see here in this case it is written here start followed by colon. Colon indicates the label. Then it will print welcome, and then go to start. Again it will go to start. Now you can see here go to is a reserved word, start is a variable. Here start is a kind of label because it is followed by colon. So you can see here a particular kind of loop created here. When will it will start, it will print welcome. Then again it will find the statement go to start, then it jump to start, then again it will print welcome. So here this is the case of infinite loop with the help of go to. Now with another example I want to explain you some clear more concept. So in this case here you can see there is a variable sum which is initialized to 0, and for statements where I equals to 0 condition is written here and increment of I happens here. Sum equals to sum plus I. Here I want to add the values of I up to 10, less than or equals to 10. So at present the value which is initialized to sum is 0. Now first statement is that is I equals to 0, I less than 10, condition is true. Then first it will execute the statements sum equals to sum plus I, means sum equals to 0 plus I means 0 plus 0, that is 0. Again it will execute increment, then again condition will check, condition is true, then again sum equals to sum plus I means 0 plus 1. Like this the for loop will execute, and whenever the I will become 5, then the statement is written here, go to addition, means it will jump to addition. Here the um, addition defined as a label followed by colon symbol. So when I becomes 0, it will jump to the addition label, and after addition label the statement, whatever statement is written, it will execute. That is here written printf %d sum. So this is another example of go to statement. To clear this concept, you must write to program in C editor and compile it properly and execute it. Okay, now I will show you the demonstration of go to statement, because for loop, while loop, do while loop, I will see example in further discussion. We'll use these type of loops for making various type of program, but I will explain here you how go to statement is work. So in this case, you just see there is a small program written which I have already show you in PowerPoint slide. Now the sum is equals to 0 and there is a variable I which is type of int. Here CLRSCR is used after declaration of variables. Then for statement exists, here I equals to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Here I have written a statement sum equal to sum plus I. So you just see the value which is initialized to sum, which is 0, and the value of I is equals to 0 now. So first statement when it will execute, it become sum equals to 0 plus 0. Then it will become, it will check the condition if I is equals to 5. Then it is not true because I 0, then it will increment the value. I will become 1, then again it will check the condition I less than equals to 10. So sum equals to sum plus 1 means 0 plus 1. So here how it will calculate, it will add the values. When I become 0, then I become 1, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Now sum of 1 to 5 become 15. And when I become 5, then it will go to addition. Then the condition will true if I equals to 5, because after each statement it will check the condition I equals to 5. First I will 0, the wrong condition, then I become 1, 2, then also it will wrong. When I will become 5, then condition become true and it will go to addition, jump to addition, this level, and whatever value here added, this will assigned to sum only here. So this value will be printed here. So then when we see the analyze the program, then what will be the result? What should be the result? Now it will be 50. So first I will compile this program. Just see here, message of success prompt, and Alt R just to run the program. Alt R just to run the program. Now you can see the output, that is 50. So how it works means ki whenever value I become 5, then it will jump to the next statement, that is go to statement. So here go to is a reserve word. Addition is a kind of variable. What kind of variable is? This is a kind of label. How you identify labels in program? The variable which is followed by colon symbol, that is known as label. So go to statement is used to jump to a particular level. Here the addition you can change. You can here uh, change the name of addition, just like suppose you write here, sorry, suppose I just want to show you. You can change this level. Suppose you written here L, then you have to change this level also. You have to change this level, go to L, then it will jump to L. So and you can also write the message here, the sum is equals to %d. Now just save the file, compile the file, now execute the file. Yes, you can see the result. The same result appear on the screen as I have already executed the program. Here the output is with the message. I have changed here the name of label. So in case of label means you can use any kind of C tokens, C variables, C identifier. It should be start with character. Any name you can be define. You have to always keep in mind there will be no reserved word is used as a label. So whenever you will execute the program, whenever it will condition met to the specified by the user, then it will execute the statement. Here whenever I become 5, it will go to label L, and whatever statement written after the label, it will execute.